Hi everyone. So today our topic is electrostatic force due to continuous charge distribution. Actually charge distribution is three types of process is there. So charge is distributing on linear and charge is distributing on surface and charge is distributing on volume. So one by one we are discussing. So first we are going to our subject. Please subscribe my channel and share to your friends. Please comment on comment box. Okay, so before remaining parts also is available in description. Okay, so if you need, so please one check it the description. Okay, so our first topic is linear charge density. So linear so means charge is distributing in only one direction, what x axis or y axis or z axis, any one side only charge is distributed. Okay, surface means that is a plane. Okay, and volume means three dimensions, x y z, mass is distributing in x y z axis. Okay, so now we are discussing linear charge density. So let us consider here I am taking one x y axis. This is x axis and this is y axis. Okay, so this is origin point, x and y axis are meeting, that point is origin point. So origin point to the some distance, so the distance I am taking here r. So r distance I am taking one charge, q charge. So otherwise let us consider this is q naught charge. Okay, again origin point to the some other distance, here I am taking one conductor. Okay, so this is conductor, so this distance is r naught distance, otherwise r dash distance, this one. Okay, so now here to the here, so now what happened here, I am calculating the charge density. So this charge density is totally positive charge only. We are discussing a linear charge, that's why this is one conducting wire. So in this point, in this particular point, very small charge only distributed, dl charge is distributed. So dl distance, very small charge only distributed, so dq charge is distributed. So the dq point to the here distance we have to calculate now. So according to the triangle method, so r dash and r, so this is the resultant, is it right? That resultant let us consider r naught. Okay now, so actually r dash one vector, r naught second vector. So apply the triangle method, what we can write, r, this is r is resultant, r is equal to r dash plus r naught. But I need r naught, so r naught is equal to r minus r dash. R naught you can keep here, r dash at this side. So r naught is equal to r minus r dash. Okay, so what is the r? This r dash, r naught are the position vectors. Okay, r dash, r naught are the position vectors. So here r dash is, okay now, so position vector, r dash is position vector from origin to, okay, from origin to, so dq charge. Okay, dq charge same like r naught also. So r naught is a position vector, so okay now, so that is distance between the dq charge to the q naught charge. Okay, so now I am calculating force. What is, according to the Coulomb's law, what is the force formula? F is equal to 2 charged particles having, means F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. This is general force formula. Here q1 is equal, let us consider q naught, and q2 is equal, let us consider dq. So this entire conductor we can calculate the charge, means I am taking here density, this conductor density. So linear charge density Okay, so linear density denoted by lambda is equal to general density formula mass per unit length. Here that mass only charge, so charge per unit length, and that charge is dq by length is dl. So simply you can write here dq is equal to lambda into dl. Okay, so this is second charge and this is first charge. Substitute here, so f is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1. This charge is, there is no change, no, so simply you can write outside q naught by, so this is dq by dl. We need total charge of this conductor, linear conductor, means what we can do, integration, that is line integration. So so dq is equal lambda into dl by distance how much, r naught square, so multiply one unit vector. So this is the line linear charge density force formula, this one. F is equal to q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught into line integral lambda dl by r naught square. Okay, so please take screenshot. We are discussing next one. And second one is surface charge density. Second one is surface charge density. Okay, so surface charge means charge is distributing on 2 dimensions now. So again I am taking here x and y axis. Before charge distributing only one side only, now 2 sides. Okay, so let us consider one plane sheet like this, one plane sheet I am considering here. So this is one plane sheet. Okay, so here I am considering one plane sheet. Okay, now so this is plane. In this plane charge is distributed like this, total positive charge only I am taking. Okay, so here to the here one point charge I am taking. Again let us consider this is r dash. Okay, so here I am taking again, before also we are taking that is test charge q naught. So from here to the here, that is the second position vector, that let us consider r naught. Okay, now this is the resultant. The resultant we are considering r, no, r naught is equal to r minus r dash. Okay, because of r is equal to r dash plus r naught. Okay, r naught is equal to right here actually r is equal to r dash plus r naught. I need r naught value r minus r dash, so r minus r dash only I am writing. So now charge is distributing on x axis side and y axis side because of this is plane. So here how much charge is distributed in this small point dq charge, how much area means ds area element I am taking here ds. Okay, now so ds is element area, ds is elemental area. Okay, dq is so charge, very small charge. In ds area dq charge is placed. Okay, again we can calculate in this total plane charge. What we can do here also, force is applying on q naught charge, that force F is equal to, according to the Coulomb's law, F is equal to, what is that formula, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square, general formula. This formula applying on in this situation, this is q1 charge and this is q2 charge. So surface charge density, okay, surface charge density denoted by sigma. Sigma is equal so dq by so dA. So surface charge density per unit area. The charge per unit area is the surface charge density. So here what we can write, dq is equal to sigma into dA. Okay, so dq is equal to sigma into dA. So dq is the q2 and q1 is the q0. So now you can apply this one. F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 1 by means q1 is equal to here how much, q0. So q1 is equal to q0 integral, this is surface charge density, dq, q2 value here sigma into dA by here actually this is a small elemental area, no. So right here I am taking here their d name dA. So sigma into dA by distance here how much, r0 square into 1 unit vector. Okay, this is the surface charge density formula. Again same, this r dash r0 are the position vectors. Okay, so again please take screenshot. We are discussing on third one also. Okay, next third one. So what is the third one? Third one is volume charge density. Third one is volume charge density. So volume charge density means charge is distributing on 3 dimensions. Charge is distributed on 3 dimensions. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So here let us consider, here I am taking one irregular shape, spherical body, this one. This is a spherical body. In that spherical body I am considering here one small 3 dimensions, okay na, volume. So this is 3 dimensions only. Now charge is distributed like this. Charge is distributed like this. Okay, now charge is distributed, entire mass also same only. So this is the spherical object. So spherical object means mass is distributing on z axis also. So this is origin, this is x-axis, y-axis, this body I am placing here like this. So origin to the y-axis, origin to the x-axis, origin to the z-axis, distance are the same. Again we can consider here so one small point, that is this is r dash. Okay, so here let us consider one test charge, that is a q0. Okay, here to here, that is the elemental charge. Okay, so here distance is r0, r dash r0, and here r are the again position vectors. Okay, so this is a very small volume dV. In that small dV volume how much charge is placed, dq charge. So dV is elemental area, dV is elemental area, no, elemental volume, dV is elemental volume. Okay, so and dq is small charge, elemental charge, otherwise test charge, that one. Okay, now we can calculate entire spherical body charge. What we can do, so we can apply Coulomb's law. So force F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. Okay, so here itself we can apply total body Coulomb's law. So here volume charge density, okay, volume charge density denoted by rho, 3 dimensions means. So charge per unit volume, that volume is very small, you know, rho is equal to dq by dv. So here what we can write, dq is equal to rho into dv, dq is equal to rho into dv. Okay now, so apply here. F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So q1 is equal to q naught, q2 is equal to rho into dv. So q1 is equal to q naught integral, this is volume charge density, no? So here dq is rho into dv by r naught square into r naught cap. Okay, so this is volume charge density. Okay na? So we are discussing here linear charge, surface charge and volume charge. Take screenshot. Again we can discuss. Next topic is electric field. Okay, so when charge is placed at one point, what happened? Some field is creating because of that charged particle attracting to the another charged particle or repulsion to the same sign charged particle means, so they are surrounding some field is there, so that field is the electric field. Okay, what is that electric field? Means the electric field due to a charge q at a point in space may be defined as the force that unit positive charge, the force that unit positive charge would experience if placed at that point. Okay, any positive charge we are placing at that point that experiences any force is called electric field. Okay, so next one is electric field intensity. Next one is electric field intensity. So electric field intensity or electric field both are denoted by E. Electric field intensity is defined as force per unit test charge. Force per unit test charge. Force per unit test charge. So electric field E bar is equal force per unit test charge. Okay, what is the test charge? Test charge means that is the unit charge. So that we are comparing to that test charge only from another charged body. Okay, any one charged body is charging or not charging, how we can test? We are taking one positive charge, so that positive charge we are giving the test that, because we know already having that body having charge, that charge is the test charge. Okay, so electric field intensity is a force per unit charge. So how we can define this one? E bar is equal to F bar by Q naught. Why I am giving here bars? Because electric field intensity is a vector quantity. This is a vector quantity. Okay, and SI units, electric field intensity SI units Newton per Coulomb. Okay, Newton per Coulomb. Okay na? So this is electric field intensity. So for suppose electric field intensity from positive point charge, so positive point charge electric field intensity lines are radially outwards. Positive charge case, this is positive charge, electric field lines are radially outwards. Okay, radially outwards. So for suppose here I am taking one negative charge. Negative charge means electric field lines are radially inwards. Okay, electric field intensity having both magnitude and direction, that's why that is a vector quantity. So this is having a radially inwards, this is negative charge. Okay, so positive charge and negative charge electric field lines. Okay, this is also very important in CBSE exams, 1 mark questions. Okay, and next one, electric field intensity due to a point charge we are discussing. Okay, and next one, electric field due to a point charge. Electric field due to a point charge. Okay, electric field due to a point charge. Electric field due to a point charge. Okay, now we are discussing in this one. Okay, so let us consider here I am taking one xy axis. Okay, so let us consider here one point charge, here one point charge, so somewhere here one more point charge. So this is test charge, here one charge having. So from this charge to the this charge, both are separated by a distance r. So test charge always positive. Let us consider this charge also positive, means here electric force is acting that side. So this is x axis and this is y axis. Okay, only single point. So single point only point charge only we are discussing. Okay, what is electric field intensity formula? E is equal to F by Q naught. So at origin point we are applying, means electric field is equal to limit. Okay, so R tends to 0 is F by Q naught. So here we are here itself we are denoting here derive the so electric field due to a point charge. See here electric field, so E bar is equal to, so simply we can write, how we can write this one, F by Q naught. So 1 by Q naught I am writing outside. So what is the F value? Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2. So this, let us consider this is Q1, this is Q2. So means Q naught into Q by distance is R square. So multiply here one unit vector. So here, so write this one, Q naught is cancel, remaining 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R square into R cap. So this is the electric field due to a point charge. Formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R square. Okay, so clear everyone? So thank you.